Hey there, it's Jim and Debbie with another episode of the Midday Minute, the YouTube show that responds to a global crisis with a great coiffure.
Your hair is looking good.
Thank you. Debbie, how's yours holding up?
Well, I brushed it for the minute.
Nice. That's quite the treatment. We don't get that for our usual check-ins.
That's right.
I've got some clippers at home from the last time I tried to grow a beard, and I've been able to keep the sides kind of tight, but my top is about to start mushrooming over. I don't know what to do about that. I do feel like as media personalities, we ought to have access to a hairstylist.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to say, though, it looks nice.
Yeah. And speaking of hairstylists, I've been asked, like, how am I going to top last week's unveiling of the winner of our comment contest? And the answer is, this week we have a celebrity announcer. Jane, come on in. This is Jane O'Kelly, everybody. She's my youngest. Jane, say hello to the internet.
Hi, Jane.
And Jane is going to announce the winner of last week's episode. Jane, you ready?
The winner is Ed Furby. Congratulations, Ed.
Okay, go take a seat, Jane.
But
I know. Good.
Wow.
Congratulations, Ed. Ed Furby's from Nashville, Franklin, Tennessee Lodge. He's the winner of our comment contest. Ed, tell us in the comments below or email enf@elks.org and tell us how you would like to use your $50 soft credit to the ENF funded program of your choice.
That's pretty special.
Yeah, I think he's the 6th or 7th winner that we had, and we're going to keep doing that for 20 episodes total. So it's a nice way to earn an extra donation for your lodge and support a program of your choice.
Awesome. Congratulations, Ed.
Yeah. Now, all Ed did to win that was comment below. We're going to ask you to use the hashtag ENF Midday. That's one word, ENF Midday with the hashtag, which is a £. You comment on this episode, you'll have an opportunity to win a $50 soft credit next week.
Cool.
No, that's not the only contest we've been doing. We've also been doing a subscription drive, right, Debbie?
Mm-hmm.
For a few months.
March to 1,000?
The March to 1,000. We were trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we would unlock the ability to live stream. Now, we of course, were thinking of like the national finals and the leadership weekend, right?
Right.
Both of those, they're not going to happen in person, at least. Next up, we're looking towards convention, and there's some uncertainty around that as well.
Right. But we're going to be ready. When the big events come,
when there is something to cover, we will be able to live stream it because we hit 1,000 subscribers a week ago or so. So we were going to give away 2 iPad minis to randomly selected subscribers.
Right.
And here to announce those 2 winners is Jane O'Kelly. Jane, come on in.
She's back.
Okay, you ready, Jane? You got to face this way, hon, so everybody can see you. Okay. Winner of the first iPad mini. You say it? You say that? The winner of the first iPad mini is
Lois Kundle.
Congratulations, Lois. She's really raking in the prizes on this show.
Absolutely.
Thanks for subscribing, Lois. And our second winner is
Dean Sharon.
Dean. Debbie, something interesting about Dean, right?
Dean was a 2017 MBS scholar from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's right. So, it's not just Elks subscribing to the show and our family members. Hi, Mom. We also have some Elks scholars who have subscribed, and one of them, Dean Sharon, was lucky enough to win an iPad mini. All right, Dean and Lois, we're going to ask that you email us at enf@elks.org so we can coordinate how we're going to get these iPad minis to you.
Right. Okay? Congratulations. That's a big deal.
Congratulations, you both. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks, everyone who has subscribed. And hopefully we're going to make it worth your while to continue to subscribe.
Awesome.
So let's catch up. Lots going on. We just wrapped up. March 31st was the end of our fiscal year. And we just wrapped up a record-breaking year, didn't we, Debbie?
Yeah, it was a big deal, right? Obviously, we all know what happened in mid-March, and so we were anxiously awaiting the end of the fiscal year on March 31st, and we shattered records, right?
We did. I'm going to share your screen because I want to show this to you guys. We're going to head over to the website and take a look at that. Over our website, we got a little story right here called Records Set and Smashed.
Here we go.
And there's a cool map on that page too, an interactive map where you can go and highlight it and see what your state donated and what the per member was. We beat our previous record, which we had set in the 2017-18 year, by almost $100,000. And this in the face of a pandemic, right? This is just, what a crazy response. Also really interesting is, for the first time since our records on this go back to 1993, for the first time, all 48 Elks state associations achieved the goal for per member giving, which is also outstanding.
That's amazing.
So where do we go from here, right?
Where do we go? But that's incredible. Thank you to everyone for their support.
Yeah, we don't want to, we know that like right now there are members who are suffering. We know for sure that there are lodges that are really hurting right now.
Right.
We don't take your support for granted. And the fact that you continue to support us in the face of this crisis means so much to us. And we appreciate it. We're going to continue to earn your support. And just thank you so much.
I love the picture too. It really
Those are some of our
captures the
scholars
moment.
that was at the convention last year in
Yeah.
St. Louis, right?
That's right.
During the Sunday opening ceremonies concert by the Party Crashers.
Right. Yeah, it represents well the enthusiasm and our appreciation to everybody who supported us.
That's right. We also have just updated our ENF in your state page, which is a really great page on the website. If you come up here and click the ENF programs link, and then scroll down to ENF in your state, click on that, you got a little interactive page. You can select any state, and we will choose Illinois, our state, and click ENF contributions there, and you'll see exactly what we're going to do for your state this year. You can see last year the Illinois Elks donated about $216,000, and this year we're giving back much more. You'll see what the state grants they're going to get, what we're giving back in scholarships, what's going to support the VA/VS volunteers working in VA medical centers and hospitals. Grand total is more than $500,000 going back to support the work of the Elks in Illinois.
And look at that ratio.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's $2.32 for every dollar donated.
Right.
So you can do that for every single state association. This doesn't even include what we did last year for Community Investments Program grants. Last year, we awarded $265,000 to 52 Illinois Elks lodges through the SIP, which is also incredible.
The fun fact, this is one of my absolute favorite pages of our website.
It's a great way to
great
promote,
resource.
to promote the foundation to your members, but also to know what's happening and what to see the return on your investment in the foundation.
Right, absolutely.
Speaking of the SIP, we got some big news there. Let's head on over to the SIP dashboard. What we're looking at here is how many gratitude grants have been submitted already. Now, they open on April 1st. We have already approved 434.
Right. And basically we've sent out 400 checks already.
I know. I was writing for a story for the blog, and we'll get to that in a moment, but a lodge submitted an application by April 4th. We approved it on April 6th, and a check went out the door on April 10th to support that community's food pantry.
Right.
So making sure that, food pantries have been hit hard during the crisis. So we're trying to, a lot of lodges are using these gratitude grant dollars to replenish the stocks there so that people, the vulnerable members of the community have access to food.
Right. It's a great way to get that money in communities right away. So we've been doing the best we can to stay on top of it. You'll see there are only 8 submitted right now that need to be reviewed, and that will probably happen by the end of the day. And
here there's 29 that need follow-up. That's an incredible ratio, right? Mm-hmm. That, of the 463 so far that have been reviewed, only 29 of them didn't quite pass muster in the first pass.
Right. And it could be that they passed muster. We've just put them in a holding place right now because they want to do something later in the year.
We're focusing right now on the urgent projects, which
Right.
anything associated with the pandemic right now has a priority and has some urgency, and we're trying to jump on those.
Right.
If you're submitting something for, say, a holiday program, we might wait on that. We might also try to talk you into doing something more immediate because
Exactly.
people need help right now, and the Elks are trying to help.
Right. We all have to acknowledge this year is a bit different.
Yeah. So this week, we could hit 500 of these things approved, which would be more than $1 million going out the door to support Elks communities. But we can't do it without lodges jumping on those applications
Right.
and turning them in.
We're going to be sending out a reminder this week to tell everybody to get on the dashboard and fill out their application, and that a donation is actually being encouraged this year.
I mentioned the story I just wrote. I've been doing some more blogging. Let's head over here to the blog, which is elksnationalfoundationblog.org. Hold My Beer was a story I just posted today about Charlevoix, Michigan Lodge number 2856. Really cool story there about what they're doing to stay relevant. Earlier in the week, I posted Family is Forever, which is about how lodges can use our scholars as a resource during this time to help out with some, help the lodges keep doing what Elks need to be doing, even if the lodge is shuttered.
Yeah, there's some great suggestions in there on what a lodge can do to get scholars to help them do some cool things.
So check out our blog, check out those stories, and if you're doing something to try to stay relevant during this time of crisis, let us know in the comments and comment on one of the blogs, comment on this episode, and maybe we will feature your lodge in this series. Right?
It's a great series.
All right. What else is going on, Debbie? Anything? This weekend, we've got the leadership weekend, sort of, right?
Yeah, we talked about that last week, the top 20. So we're going to be doing our virtual programming on Friday night. The virtual interviews will happen all day on Saturday. And then I think you're going to be hosting a game night, an optional game night on Saturday night, right?
That's the plan. Sean Loosely and I are planning to get together with any of the scholars who are interested and play some games online. That's something we usually do each night during the leadership weekend and look forward to. And we've burned the midnight oil playing games. This time I think we're scheduled from 7 to 9 p.m.
And I'm sure you can extend that if you need to.
We'll see. So looking forward to that.
Also this week, the legacy announcement will likely be happening on Friday. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
300 children or grandchildren of Elks members will be receiving a $4,000 scholarship. So we're excited about that too.
So much like your lodges, which are currently closed, our offices are closed, but we are still working hard to build stronger communities. We're announcing scholarship winners. We're sending out grant checks. We're doing the things that we do to help you do what you do.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're going to try to adhere to a regular schedule. We're going to try to crank these out every Wednesday for the time being during this pandemic. Eventually, we'll probably revert to our biweekly schedule. But while we're all isolated, we thought we would share our great coiffures with you once a week instead of every other week.
Seniors will be out of the frame.
I'm going to have to get a bigger computer.
You're right.
All right. Any final words, Debbie?
No, stay safe and healthy.
All right, everybody. And, thanks for tuning in.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.